Hello and welcome to another beer review. I'm Ben the Beard and Happy New Year, because hopefully with the power of magical editing this has come up on New Year. It is like 11:30 though, so we'll get away with it. This one is going to be a comparison video. I haven't done a comparison in a while, usually mainly because I haven't had any beers come across my desk, if you will, that are so similar that they need comparison. But I come across these two in Priesttown, and these are by a new brewer. Not had these before on the channel or myself, and this is the brewer's called Zapato, and this one is called Whatever Whatever, and it is a 10% Imperial Stout. So we've got that one, and then the second beer is Whatever Darkwoods, and it is a 10% Imperial Stout with Darkwoods coffee, and it's also by Zapato. Like I say, exact same 10% Imperial Stouts. And I just seen them both and I thought this needs to be a collab. Not a collab, it needs to be a comparison. Just because I want to see if there is actually a difference in the beer itself. Flavour wise, I'm sure there will be, but I want to figure it out and find out myself, see what I can get. That's a little messy. But yeah, I just want to, just seen it and thought, why not? I haven't done a comparison in a while. Let's give it a go. So, these luckily, because I don't want to be reading off two cans, but they luckily don't have any guff on them. The can arts are fairly similar, so I'll show off whatever. So it's just hands and stuff. It's weird. It looks like that there, just by that bit. There's a scene in Labyrinth, if you know exactly where I'm going with this, where all the hands make the faces and they pull Sarah either up or down. That's what that looks like. I don't know why, it does to me. It's just a bunch of hands making shapes, and it looks like the bit where they're all making faces. And then this is the can art of this one, and it's similar. Like, you've got the hands still. I'll just do a side by side. So there you go, from Whatever Darkwoods, and go around. And yeah, you can see there's a similarity in it. The backgrounds are slightly similar. It's got like a town or a city or something. One's more zoomed in than the rest, and it's just, yeah. Although, actually, it looks like if you do it right, let's see if I can do this. It looks like if you put them next to each other, you get the same picture. Is it that? Might be that. Might be that. It's not that. I don't know. It looks like it's too similar of a picture for it's two different pictures, but they're similar enough that it looks like it's like the same town. So anyway, getting a bit into this. So what I've got is, I've got two glasses. I've got both my Tiny Rebels Tekus. I've got a blue one, and I've got my black one. Because they're the most similar glasses I have to make this as fair as possible. And I'm going to put whatever, the 10% stout, into the blue one, and I'm going to put the Darkwoods coffee into the black one. So with all that said, let's crack them open and see what we've got, shall we? Oh, I tell you what, these are full, and I got smoke off that. So this is whatever, 10% Imperial Stout. Now, I'll just hold it up to the camera. So we've got a jet black beer. Looks lovely, with a very, very dark, compact head. Looks amazing. Looks like a lovely Imperial Stout. Now we'll do Darkwoods. Crack that one open. When I bought these, I was half tempted to just do them as two separate reviews, but because of how similar they were, I thought they have to be a comparison just in case. I may as well just do two in one. Right, so far they look similar. They look identical. So I'll hold this one up as well. So wow, I can smell them. I'll tell you what. So I've got two jet black beers. I'd say the head is darker on this one. It's more lively as well. I've got a better head on this one. Compact bubbles on both, but I'd say it's darker. So yeah, let's get a smell, shall we, and see what we get. Roasted malts, dark chocolate. There is a hint of coffee in this one. It's not powerful, but there is a hint of coffee. Yeah, there is a hint of roasted coffee, but it's mostly dark chocolate, roasted malts. pretty much it. Imperial Stout smelling beer. Smells good. We'll get a smell out of the other one to see what that smells like. This is Darkwoods. Oh, that coffee. Oh, I tell you what. No, that is different. That coffee's very prominent, not mild. That is very prominent coffee. It smells like I've opened the bag, like freshly ground coffee. Open the fresh bag, and that first smell you get is like just coffee. Yeah, coffee, hint of roasted malt, and a hint of dark chocolate. So it's the opposite. So yeah, hint of coffee, a lot of coffee, dark chocolate and roasted malts. Hint of dark chocolate and roasted malts. Let's get a mouthful for body and carb. Carbs dead light. Body medium to full. I'll do a big taste on this one. I'll do Darkwoods, just in case Darkwoods has more flavour. I don't want to take away from the original. So we'll go for a big old taste. Cheers. Imperial Stout straight away. Just roasted malt, nice dark chocolate, a little bit of coffee. It is all the smell in the flavour. Bang on. 10%, very well hidden. Get a little tingle on the tongue, not an overpowering, but it's a nice reminder that it's a little stronger. Very, very good. Let's go for the second beer, the Darkwoods coffee. We'll go for the body and carb. Carb, light, body, medium to full. Exactly the same body and carb. Let's go for a big old taste. Cheers. Oh, yeah, that's again Imperial Stout, roasted malts, dark chocolate, but this coffee is more, again, like in the smell, more prominent, more in your face. Again, the tingle on the tongue for the 10%er, it's there, remind you. These are basically the same beer, but it is just with added coffee, if you know, that's all it is. Flavours are pretty on point, and then one's just got a little more on coffee. It's good. I like what they've done. Camera, come on. There we go. I like what they've done. I feel like I don't know. Like I say, I've never had this brew before. If it's a cash grab, this is a very, very good cash grab because these are both fantastic beers. If they have just gone, this is a good Imperial Stout, it's got very nice flavours. What happens if we add more coffee? And I've come across that and done that, and they've made the second beer fantastic. That's a good way to just experiment. It's two really, really good beers. They are separate enough in taste that you can tell the difference if you've had them both before. If you've not, you probably would just be like, yeah, it's just an Imperial Stout, coffee, chocolate, roasted malts, and you'd probably go on with your day and not think about it. But they do have differences in taste when you do a side-by-side like this. For preference, I'm not really sure. I think if I was to be honest, like even looking at the glasses, they're two different beers. Just from what I can look down on these glasses, the camera can't, but I can look down the beer, and the head on this, what's left, sort of lingering around the top of the beer, is lighter than what's here. I don't know if I can make it out, but I can see it, and this looks really dark, and this doesn't look as dark. Anyway, preference, I think it would be what mood I'm in. Both of them are really good beers. I'll give it an overall rating. So I'll rate them both, and I'll tell you my preference. So I've got whatever, the Imperial Stout. I think that is a good. I can't give it less than a 10. It's a fantastic beer. It's really nice. It's very well balanced, very, very nice, and flavours are on point. It's an Imperial Stout, but it's a well done Imperial Stout, and that's what it is. That's why it's so good. Darkwoods coffee is I don't know if it's because I'm doing a side by side that I can tell a difference and I want to give it a different score, but it's a very good stout. It's a very good Imperial Stout with coffee. I'll give I'll give it a 9, only because the coffee for me is too harsh. It's good. It's a very well made beer, and I can see the thought behind it. Give it a bit more coffee, a bit more oomph. Fantastic. It's a good beer. I'm not saying it's not. For me personally, the coffee is just too bitter, too harsh. Um, for any coffee enthusiasts out there, you'll know that if the water for the coffee is too hot, and you pour it in onto the coffee, it becomes too harsh. It goes too bitter, and it just affects the flavour. That's what this feels like. It feels like the coffee is just that bit too harsh that it sort of affects the flavour. I think the beer itself is good. I think if I did the reviews separately, I'd probably give them both a 10 because I wouldn't be going back and forth between the two, so I wouldn't have the comparison. But like I say, I just think the coffee is too harsh on this one. Pardon me. You're all down to your own opinion. If you think the Darkwood's coffee is way better than the standard Imp Stout, then you're entitled to that opinion. For me, it's too harsh. I'll give it a 9 because it is a very, very good beer. It's well-rounded beer, very well balanced. It's just that coffee knocks it out a little. So, I think with that, I'm going to go away and enjoy both of these. Have a happy new year, because it is... I don't know what time it is because that clock's broken. But it's close to New Year, so have a good happy New Year. Hope it all brings joyous celebrations to yourself and whatever you do this year. I don't know. It's late, I'm tired. But yeah, if you've had either of these before, there you go. So, Zapato, Imperial Stout, and Imperial Stout with Darkwood's coffee. Out of 10, that one gets a 10, that one gets a 9. If you've had either of these, please let me know. Let me know what you think, if you like them, if you don't. If you've had them both, tell me which one your preference was, because I'm curious, because I just am. I do read the comments, I just don't reply to them, but I will read it. So yeah, let me know what your favourite is. If you've not had them, I got mine from Priesttown here in Preston. I don't know if can't remember how much they cost. I think it was like £5, which is a bit steep for a can, but it's a 330 10%, so kind of does balance out. And they are both good beers, so I'm happy to pay for that. But I'll leave a link to their website anyway, in case you just want some of their beers, if you're just curious of what they make, or just want to have a look. Links will be down below. If you like the video though, thumbs up, thumbs down, all that usual stuff. If you want to subscribe, consider doing so, because the show must go on, etc, etc, so on and so forth. And I'll see you later.